Your boy DC. I got Mook Man, Tim Young, Brian Harper. I got White Mark. I got Bo P.
You the who?
I got D'Amico's friend.
Wait ball. They already said I was a sacrifice. He's like, I'm bringing somebody, so I ain't got to die. Somebody else gonna die.
Well, in the Michigan shooting case, they got the parents locked up in the same jail where the boy is.
That's good for him.
Family things. Stay family. Keep the family together.
Looks great. Looks good on them.
That's what he's supposed to be.
It looks good on them.
Okay, so now what we're talking about is that this young man takes this gun into this school, right?
Why you calling the boy a young man? Because he's white? This white boy.
This white boy walks into this school. He's 15 years old with a handgun. Mm-hmm. His parents clearly have purchased it. They're on social media.
Gave it to him pre-Christmas gift.
It's a pre-Christmas gift.
Supposedly.
So now they're getting charged for providing a firearm for this young man, which we have not seen ever, I want to say.
And they ought to be.
They ought to be.
After seeing him look up ammo and things like that.
Within the days, like he gets the gun on the 26th, he looks up ammo on the 27th, It happens on the conference, there's a mom, there's a thing. Right.
Yeah, I ain't mad about that comment because when you go,
the mom sent him. Oh, I'm not mad at you. You just learn. You got to learn how not to get caught.
Right, don't get caught.
When your parents come to a student conference and teachers say, "Look, the boy gonna kill some people, and we need you to take him home," I'd have been like that father. No. You take him home, shit.
But see,
I gotta go back to work.
But that was another confusing thing for me because I was
he got a second family,
you got 48 hours. You got 48 hours to take him home. That means the 48 hours starts now, bitch. You got to get him and everybody up out this school now. They were like, no, he's good.
They recommended for the parents to take him to go see somebody. They said that was the 48 hours. They recommended that they take him within 48 hours to go see a psychiatrist or something about what's going on.
But beat your kids.
A parent who just bought a child a gun.
That's the problem.
Is not looking for counseling.
Beat your kids.
They just bought him a gun. They're not looking for counseling. Son, go do what we taught you.
So
they are white people, right?
Beat your
Lock
kids.
their ass up. They got room for more of them in there. They'll be all right.
Beat your kids.
So now look at it like
locked
this,
up for less.
Well,
Why we talking about this shit?
Tim's point was that if this gonna set a precedent where all black parents are responsible for the crimes of their children.
Hold on.
I don't think so.
Black parents.
They ain't gonna
No. So listen,
It will trickle down to us. Everything will trickle down to us. So every time they lock up somebody for murder, they be like, "You knew this little brother was out here murdering."
So now let me give you an example before you start.
That's not gonna trickle down. Go ahead, Tim.
Let me give you an example. So, for instance, in this situation, the parents are being held responsible because they bought a gun. This situation is extreme and ridiculous. The mother is sending him a picture, is texting him saying don't do it while he's shooting up the school.
Right.
It's an extreme situation, but now
that's why they went on the run.
There's an accountability for the parents. So as a parent, are you not responsible for your child's actions up to the age of 18?
When it get like this, when it's obvious like this, you are responsible.
No.
Let me ask you this, Tim.
No. Are you responsible in specific situations?
Yes.
Are you responsible for your child completely and wholly?
Yes.
No.
Not completely and wholly, but certain situations.
The law says you are.
But Tim, let me ask y'all this.
If you bought the gun that did the killing, you are responsible.
Let me ask you this.
Not even that necessarily. If there is negligence, or it could go further than that in this case, because it appears that they knew this boy was up to no good before they bought the gun.
Exactly.
So this is an extreme case.
Right.
But if you got guns in your house under lock and key, and your son figures out where the key is and gets the gun, that's one thing.
Right.
When you know this little son of a bitch is crazy.
Right.
And you go give him a gun talking about Merry Christmas.
Right.
And he's texting back and forth. I can't find no bullets.
He got a countdown.
Right.
Well, try Walmart.
Well, baby, let me run over there. Well, baby, let me run over here to the next
go to the school. The teachers say the boy crazy. Right. Take him home. Like, take him home. If y'all scared of him, what the hell I'm gonna do with him? So, this is an extreme case. Right. But as far as any parent being responsible when a child commits a crime, that's not.
Well, let me ask y'all this: how far y'all actually think a black child is going to go into a school, and you think they're going to actually apprehend that black child?
That's not what I'm talking about.
I'm just going by the trickle down effect when y'all talking about that. I don't think it's going to be. I said that's not. I don't think it's going to be a trickle down effect to see us doing it.
I still think
our kid won't make it out.
I don't think.
I'm saying when the little brother,
our kid won't make it out that school.
They can go to the parent and be like, "You knew this nigga had a gun."
Come on, bro.
I still think if he's under your roof to a certain age, you should be in control of that child.
Beat him.
Now,
you cannot.
Hold on, DC. If he's under your roof, you should be under control of that child. Under your roof.
Bo.
If he moves out,
let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
You think you want, particularly with girls. I hear brothers talking about my daughter this ain't gonna do this. My daughter, boy. When them girls get to a certain age, they realize you can't do nothing. You can't put them out. You can't put your hands on them. You can't do nothing. You at the mercy of that child for a while. But now what you can do is not aid and abet. I mean, you ain't gonna, the child say, I'm gonna kill somebody. You ain't gonna say, well, here's a 9.
Go kill somebody.
Here's an AK. Now that's participating in it. But you can raise all the hell you want. When a child, especially girls, man, DC, when they get about 14, I'm telling you, when my daughters got 14 or 15, you realize, they realize, and you realize, you really at their mercy, man.
May I speak?
Because you can't put your hands on. May I speak?
I hear you.
You can't put your hands on. Go ahead, man.
Now I know you. I hear you. But let me speak. So I'm saying we got teenagers out here robbing and killing. Okay, you are a teenager.
Yeah.
If your parents are in your life, or if not, you don't. What kind of money you need to be a teenager? Why you got to rob and kill as a teenager? How much money do you need to be a teenager?
What that got to do with?
Hold on. But I'm saying,
I see what you're saying.
If parents are in your life and you being prepared and taken care of, you got a roof, and all you got to do is go to school, what is the robbing and killing about? Now, okay, let's go past that. Okay, so now kid needs money. He's coming up from a bad family, okay? But where is the mentality for a child to rob and kill? Somebody got to be in his life. An uncle, he has somebody in his life.
Give me a second. Okay.
Uncle, auntie, something.
I'm gonna say
lives, man.
First thing I'm gonna say about that is,
I grew up in the country. We didn't have as many people to deal with as y'all had. We was close knit. Everybody knew each other. We kind of controlled each other. The village, like you say, you take a village array. That's how I grew up in the country. But when I left the country, moved to the city, I see how the husband and the wife are so busy doing their thing. The kids don't have no structure.
Man, I've seen some kids come up in very organized and disciplined households
and still be wild.
So that I don't buy into that.
Preacher kid, number one. They do that all the time.
I'm a preacher's kid. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
You know, did I say
pipe fitters' kids are fucked up. How about that?
Daddy ain't never home. He always laying pipe from goddamn.
I feel what you're saying, though,
Bo. I see what you're saying, but what I'm talking about is that father. That I'm talking about the precedent that's going to get set for responsibility. So let's say there's that uncle. Let's say that there's that mom, that grandmother, that parental figure in that young black man's life, where they're like, "Hey, don't be out there selling drugs. Don't be bringing that shit to my house. If you keep doing this shit, you're going to have to leave my house," over text message. That's knowledge of their criminal activity. And they can use that against you. And that's what we're talking about.
I think the downfall is that same uncle that you're talking to.
So stop doing it
or
move out your mother's house. Tim.
I think the downfall is that same uncle and auntie that we're talking about are not working. They get up in the morning and they drinking liquor and smoking weed in the morning, and the child sees.
Now wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
Hey.
Wait a minute.
Hold it.
Yeah,
You can blame the music. If you're gonna do that, you can blame the music.
I see what you're
blame
saying,
the
Bo.
music, because the music,
Bad
the
examples.
music tell them do all that too. It's a free radio.
I see what you're saying, Bo.
You're going too far, boy.
Yeah, don't play about that drinking.
Tell him, Bo, you can't help because you grew up in a great household.
Drinking and weed ain't got nothing to do with it.
I'm saying, I did grow up in a household.
A
with the
great
motherfuckers
household.
There.
Tell
But
him, Bo.
I had friends who didn't have that. But my father and other people in the community, they tried to make sure these boys had that man influence in their lives.
Well, according to your theory,
I found out that was in the country.
according to your theory, if that's the case and any of them boys do anything wrong, they could blame it on the influence from your daddy.
Okay, that's fine. They can do
That's
that.
a trickle down.
It's gonna be a good influence. But anyway, I said when I moved to the city.
No, I'm saying when they do something wrong.
Right.
See, all these excuses and shit, man. I ain't about these excuses, man.
Right, because like my mother, my
my
father wasn't around me like that, but my mother was there and she was structured. She did the best she could. But even though I went out and did what I did and was out there being a hoodlum, that had no effect on her. Like she didn't know what I was doing. And a lot of times when you talk about these kids out here robbing and stealing, it ain't because they want the money. They doing it because of peer pressure. They homeboys doing it.
Why you need
but
that
that doesn't
pressure?
fall on the parent. That you can't.
Man, I think the parent didn't knock him upside the head hard enough. I had a lot of peer pressure.
I was doing when I was out.
I'm sorry. I'm just being 100. Man, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. You want my opinion? I just don't think the parents knocked him upset. I had a punch of peer pressure, but I was way more fearful of my dad's belt or my mom's fist to do anything. It was a lot of time. Hey man, let's go steal this out of Winn-Dixie. Let's go do that. But man, when I thought about the repercussions,
but come on,
bro.
Even with that,
man, they were locking us up back then. But my dad said, "You gonna try to get to the phone. By the time they get here, you won't be alive."
Let me tell you.
And I'm just being honest.
See, society though has prepared us to be so they come up with this thing. You can't put your hands on your chip, but the police can. So they gonna defy your authority. The kid, man, my daddy wasn't playing, man. My daddy 97 now. I know I can take him, but I'm still scared of that nigga.
Yeah, that's how I'm at.
I'm still afraid.
That's how I live right. DC, that's how I live right now, bro.
I know I can take him.
Man, we scared of that dude.
Be able to.
Man, look.
And that's another thing. When I grew up, where we were from, you didn't want to do anything to embarrass your family brand and your family name. That was the way we grew up. You didn't want to be that one child. You didn't want to be that one child that your mom and dad are getting called from the jailhouse or the school.
Right.
Let me stop you right there before I forget this thought. That's true. But in defense of the young brother that goes astray sometime, if he came up under rough circumstances where your mama was struggling to pay the bills and stuff, you don't want to be that way either. And if the only way you can see out of that is to get you a kilo and sell it, then I understand.
Yeah, that part I can kind of say circumstances.
I'm not condoning it, but I understand, brother. When you ain't got no hope, it's about hope, man.
Right. Now that part I can get with you on that. I can get with you.
I got you on that, right? But like I said, I grew up in the country. When I moved to the city, I saw something different.
But you keep.
I'm saying because
saying that.
I'm saying this because city.
But can I ask you a question, though, Bo?
The things that goes on in city life, it's not like rural
Bo,
America.
can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? You had a good structure. You had mom and daddy. So you telling me you didn't do nothing? You didn't do nothing. You never did anything wrong that your parents didn't know. You didn't go sneak, kiss little girl, or go do this, that your mother and father didn't know about. What I'm saying is yes or no.
But that's not harming other people.
No, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on, bro. I'm talking to Bo. I'm gonna get you. I mean, you can answer too if you want to sit on the same side. But both of y'all have done stuff I know you did when you were children that your mother and father to this day still don't know about. So if that was to come out, are you saying that your parents should be blamed for the things that you did that they don't know about?
Well, you talking to me now. You ain't talking to everybody else.
No, he said we're both on the same side, but go ahead, Bo.
I'm going to tell you about me.
Okay, about you.
The way I was raised in the church.
That's not what I asked you.
Everything was God-fearing and everything.
That's not what I asked you. Changed the subject.
I'm about to tell you.
No, answer the question.
One of them church girls called rape. What's up then, though?
That your parents don't know about.
Until the age I've left till I left the house.
So using the house the whole time, you did nothing?
Under their roof, no. I didn't embarrass
you ain't lie, you ain't steal, you ain't watch porn, you ain't look at a titty, you ain't did nothing. That's bullshit, bro. Come on, man. You ain't
whoa. I can absolutely say, whoa. I can absolutely say I didn't do none of that stuff. Go ahead,
Brian. I wasn't introduced to that. What you talking about? That lifestyle I wasn't introduced to.
But
none of that.
Still in the country,
I was an usher. I was a choir member, usher boy, and all that.
I think I was that too.
They ain't had no lotion in the country. They ain't had no lotion in the country.
My spare time was in the church,
no meat in the country.
I'm trying to tell you.
What?
Okay, I don't know. That's what you said.
I was 19 years old before I got my first piece of pussy. Oh. That was after I left my mom and dad's house.
Oh, that's
because
different.
Under that roof,
that's good.
I wasn't allowed to fornicate. It was against what the way we lived.
Right. But in school,
I dated girls.
You dated girls.
In the mouth.
Okay, but did your mother know about that?
But that wasn't nothing.
No. Did your mother know you kissed the girl in the mouth?
I wouldn't go home and say, "Mama, I kissed the girl."
All right. Well, what I'm saying to you, to that point right there.
But
I think
if something. But regardless of that, should you?
I think.
But what I'm saying.
Kissing in the mouth.
Why are you kissing him inside their mouth?
I think we've gone off the beaten path a little bit.
I mean, your mother didn't know you kissed the girl in the mouth.
19. Soon as he got out the house. 19. Kissed the girl at 18, licked her ass at 19.
They say he licks her ass at 19.
Did your mama know that you were licking her ass?
We've gone off the beaten path. Get back on the path of what we were discussing in general.
Until I learned where I was at. I might have overbeen a couple times until I learned where I was at, but once I learned that was the wrong place, I went back to the right place.
You went back to start licking them, kissing them in the mouth.
Y'all are comparing.
It took 2 trips to the clinic to let you know.
Y'all are comparing apples to oranges, man. We literally went from murdering students to like we biting boots. Like this is apples to oranges. How do we get so far off the beaten path? I know we got to go to break, but I'm just saying when you talk about parental.
When the word is out on you in the neighborhood that you're licking ass, you're not gonna get a lot of kissing opportunities in the mouth.
Guess what though? But guess what? Let's go back to this. Guess what? I was one of the most popular kids. I dated the prettiest girls all the time.
I bet you did. Because when they get older,
you licking ass.
Because they're older, but the young girls shy away from it.
But hold on. I was the one dating this pretty smart girls that wasn't fucking. But everybody know I had the top of the line girls. But my boys who were dating the trashy girl, they was fucking everybody.
Yeah.
But I had to fake like you hit that? Yeah. I'm lying the whole time.
I have no idea how we got this far down the interstate.
I lied my whole high
That's what we do. That's DisRace. That's what we do.
Nobody in my whole high school career.
Not in your house.
No, I never fucked nobody. I'm telling you.
That's good. I mean, it's good you admit it.
You ain't never try?
I tried.
Okay.
But the girl was like,
all right. That's why you ain't got
the girl was trained the same way. The girl was trained the same way.
You tried to get some.
I was dealing with. I wouldn't fuck because I couldn't go to the town over there and fuck with the trashy girls. I had to fuck around with the church girls.
You licking church
19
ass.
and still burning clothes.
You licking church ass.
Hey man,
rubbing pain.
Nah, he was eating ass at 19. He was kissing the mouth at 18.
I know what a pussy was.
He was kissing the mouth at 18.
I done finger fucked a lot of times.
See, listen, see how it come out.
Time to go to break.
See how that come out.
Show your fingers. Show your fingers one more time. Show your fingers one more time.
DC,
This a big
please.
thing now. Them ain't no little nigga fingers.
DC, get us out of here. Will, somebody get us out of here.
Well, that was a segment that won't go on national radio. We'll be back one more time.